Welcome to this little video about massage points and meridians. Or to be more precise, the video is about an app for learning about them, not so much details about the actual points. If you're learning Tantra massage or some other massage form, or you are interested in the Meridian system for some other reason, this might be of interest to you. I'm going to talk about why I started the project and what I wanted to do, a short demonstration of how it works, and then I'm going to admit how far the project is and how you can be a part of it. So, the reason I started this project was that I'm studying to become a Tantra masseur. And one of the things I've had to learn is a lot of information about what points on the body I should press in order to help my guest in various ways. And most of these points belong to meridians. So let's see. Meridian. There's an illustration of them here. Meridians are energy lines running through our bodies. They are mostly well known from traditional Chinese medicine, but I believe the Indians may also use them. The basic idea is that if the energy flows freely and harmoniously along these lines, these channels, then our body and mind are healthy. Now, this may sound a little hocus pocus, and that is okay. I'm not going to convince you that meridians are real. I'm just showing you that this is the information that I have been trying to learn, and it is quite complicated. So you can see in this image there's already a lot of stuff going on, and the lines shown here are not even half of the main meridian lines. And in addition to just knowing the location of these points, there's a lot of information connected to them. So if we look here at the heart meridian, there's information about when the meridian is most active, what physical symptoms are associated with the heart meridian, what emotions are connected, both positive if everything is working well, and negative if there's some kind of blockage or problem. And that is sort of just overall about the heart meridian, and then each individual point on the heart meridian, let's try to highlight here. So heart 1 located in here, maybe look at it easier under the arm here. So each point has additional information, not only where it's located, but it has its own symptoms and benefits by treating it. And then I can look at all the other points. They have different indication of when they should be pressed and what precisely these points are related to. So there's a lot of information to keep track of, and I thought there should be some application to keep track of all this. So as a student, I wanted to be able to sort of cross-reference from symptoms and emotions, be able to find points based on that, and sort of keep track of all the information that goes in all directions, so to speak. For example, such a thing that the heart meridian is related to the small intestine meridian, and all this stuff should be sort of linked together so that it's easier to get an overview. So I didn't know of such an application, so I got started making one. And I want it to be used by massage students, Tantra massage students, or any other kinds of massage students. Maybe experienced practitioners who want it for sort of keeping notes on the points, whatever information they can sort of add to the model. I'm saying massage and not acupuncture, because I know that these points are the same ones that are used in acupuncture, but when you are using needles in acupuncture, you need to be very, very precise. And I don't have precise enough information about the location of the points that I can say that this app can be used for that. However, massage, you can do that in sort of the overall vicinity of a point, and you can still get the benefit of stimulating the point that way. So that is why I started this and what I wanted to do. How does it work? I wanted to be able to see the location of some points. So I needed some anatomical models, and there's both a male and a female version of the models here. They look a bit overdressed for anatomy, and that's because I don't want to run into some YouTube filter. The clothes will be optional in the final app. The next thing we'll also view from the back in order to not to view transparent nipples. So you can look at the model at different levels: muscle, skeleton, cartilage, organs, vascular system, lymph system, and nervous system. Most of the time you'll be looking at the skin level of the model, but because it can sometimes be relevant to find points relative to muscles and to bones, you can also look at the model there. The main feature of the app is the search function. So if, for example, you're looking for something about being cold, you'll get a lot of hits here. But this search function functions a little bit like Google, so you can enter more terms. So if I add shiver here, it has now placed the hit that has both terms here as the first hit. So it's hopefully the most relevant one we found here. And then I can look at the point that I found, and it will focus on it on the model here. And I can look at all the textual info here and anything it may be related to. And you can also navigate through the individual points here along the meridians, and you can also just point to a point and have it selected, and you can navigate through all the meridians. Maybe I should zoom out a bit for that. Not much info about that one, but lung, small intestine, heart meridian. So accidentally I revealed there was some features missing, but I'll get back to that later. For now, a practical detail: I'm making a Windows and a Mac version of the app. Stuff like an iPad version should be possible, but I want to finish a version before I try to do that. How much is missing? So far, I have only entered information about the first 6 meridians here, and on the male model, I need to actually place the correct point positions for all the meridians. yeah, that looks a bit confusing, so we'll look at the female model again. Yeah, so that is the most important thing. More info about all the meridians and the correct point placements. And I would also like to add a note function so you can take note on each point. For example, if you have an issue with this particular point, you can add some notes for yourself about it. And of course, I need to make a good save and load function so you can save your info wherever you want it and keep it. Yes. How can you be involved? At this point, I just need your interest. So let me know by comment or private message if you can use this or if you have any questions about it. Once I complete the basic Meridian info and if there's still enough interest, the next phase will consist of me needing testers. So a limited number of people will get a free copy to play around with. Once I have too many free testers, it will be time to start charging for the app. It will start out cheap and be gradually more expensive as I add more features. Yes, that's what I want to say now in order to not make the video go too long. Hope this was interesting to you. Bye for now.